Well, Olivia de Havillan has passed away. My condolence to her family. And my condolence to the British Empire. Olivia de Havillan, better known as Olivia de Havillan. Understand the sound. Olivia de Havillan. It means olives from Havillan. That is exactly what I mean. Havillan is a place. And names in Europe are that way, and names are everything. Especially on the English oligarchy, and the people who gang against the rest of the world. Olivia de Havillan is one of the most amazing artists that I know. I mean, this woman, she is excellency in the planet, especially in the performing arts. My third favorite movie, I can say, is she played with Aeroflame in this movie about English monarchy, and that is what I want to talk about. Robin Hood with Aeroflame. Now, who is Olivia de Havillan? An English woman. Not just an English woman, the daughter of an English professor. Not only the daughter of an English professor as a father, but also a mother from England in the oligarchy. These people are, how can I say, exporting the culture of the United Kingdom after World War II to Tokyo, Japan, and to Los Angeles, California, and from there to you and I. So now, analyze this. My favorite movies: Aeroflame from the United Kingdom, Olivia de Havillan from the United Kingdom, produced by the United Kingdom to promote the United Kingdom to you and I. To you and I. And that is what I want to show you. I want to show you no the greatness of this woman is that this woman, her best interest was not the United States of America. Her birth interest was, and probably until her last breath, was the United Kingdom. And she is actually a dame of the United Kingdom. It's no different than being a knight. They swear to protect the kingdom. And that is what we have in the United States of America. All these people like what's his name? The guy with the car, the funny guy with the car. That I've been noticing this quite a lot. He's selling cars, but he's just not selling cars. He's selling European cars, and he's selling the European, supremacy in building cars. And he's calling you American, and American, and American, and American. And I tried to write to him, and he probably not even listen or read what I write, but he might. And he doesn't change it. And I've noticed that these people, they culturally link to Europe, like Mr. Trump. They have no interest in the United States of America. Their interest is to propagate death, destruction, division of us. World War One. What? Almost 20 million soldiers died for no reason. For no reason whatsoever. Who sent them to death? The British. World War II. 60 million people, or some crazy number. Who sent them to death? The British. And always is about defending the garden country and all these creations in their heads to kill us. Because at the end, the United States of America have to go up there and be the mediator. And that is the reason that we were designed to be in the first place. The United States of America was not created by the English. No, the English realized that, and they realized that the only way they can gain ground in Europe is by controlling us. And that is how they control us, with Olivivia de Havillan selling us our culture to Hollywood. And this is been happening for a very long time. For a very long time. You have to understand that in 1819, General Jackson have to go into Florida and actually took Florida away from the Spaniards because the English spies in Florida destabilizing Florida and sending the African population at the time in Florida, and the native population in Florida, the Seminoles and Creeks and so on, into the United States of America, what today is mid Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, to attack the United States of America. And that is exactly what we're doing today. We're doing a war of minds. They want you to become English. They want you to become part of the British Empire. And once you do that and you accept it, and you accept that you're an American, like Mr. Joe Leno, that's his name, Jay Leno, and all the rest of these guys on CNN and ABC and the Sean Hannity's and the Rush Limbaugh, that is what they're doing. They are confusing you. They are taking your true identity of who you really are, because we are not English. We are from the entire planet. And who created us was the Spaniards and the French to stop the English advancement. And the English themselves, the only way they can do it is by destroying the native tribes, the Irish, the Scots, the Welsh, and all the rest of the tribes. They strip this population of their culture, and that is what they're doing to us. They're taking their languages, original languages. The Spaniards and the French will never put the native in concentration camps and force them not to use their native language. The Spanish will never went into Louisiana, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, and told the Frenchmen, the French people living there, hey, now you are Cajuns, you're no longer French, you're Cajuns, and you cannot speak French anywhere. That is what the English do. That is the job of Olivivia de Havillan. That is the job of her father, professor, he went all the way around the planet, transferring that learning, that learning of taking your identity and assigning a new identity superior than yours. The problem is that we are the superiors, because to this day they still have not been able to completely destroy us. We are still here, and we're still looking at your face and telling you, you are not American. You are a United States of American national, and we still survive and can tell you in your face, you are not a color, funny guys. You are color coded by the English, but they have not color code me. So if you think this skin is white, no, it's not. It's pale. And I'm not English. We survive by transferring these ideas that I'm teaching you right now, just giving you as a present. We survive, and not only survive, we grow. Right now, the English language is spoken everywhere on the planet, but have never been the biggest native language. The Castilian language, at the opposite, is the second biggest language on the planet Earth. The first one is Mandarin. That means that after all these over thousands of years, they still have not been able to utilize the language correctly, and they're getting good at it, but something got in the way, like the internet. And I know all these people, they are frightening. They should be all these television personalities, all these YouTubers, they call themselves Americans, and they sell you crap. Every one of them is getting around it. It's getting around, a real identity. A real identity. There is people fighting on the street right now against the federal government. So Mr. Trump, I think, have helped the United States of America in such a way that it might never be the same. In between the coronavirus, the loss of the movie industry or the filming industry, like Olivivia, the Havillan, the only thing we have to transfer learning is radio and TV and YouTube, Facebook, and all the communication technologies. And because that is getting to be very, very narrow, very, very narrow. It's no longer a media. Remember, media means environment. So this is a new environment, not a new media, a new environment, where I can tell you, Olivia de Havillan, like it is correctly pronounced, olives from Havillan. And you can pick up that learning. You can pick up the reality. Not Olivia de Havillan trying to take that identity. So now that communication is coming around, and that is beautiful. That is beautiful because people, the people who actually made this country work, the smartest guy, the guy who is right now on the computer screen someplace in YouTube trying to figure out why somebody's trying to send porno to YouTube, or the Chinese hacking or whatever. Those people, those young men and women are the ones who actually create the United States of America, and they have no time to get into politics and to transfer learning. So they sitting out there receiving information through the TV, confusing them. And that same technology allows somebody to fix it. And that is the power of communication. That is the power that Olivia de Havillan had, and her father and her mother. And that is why it's so important for the British Empire to recognize that and to make her a dame, of the British Empire. Check it out. I'm not making this thing up. Their interest is not in the United States of America. Their interest is in the United Kingdom. So all of you, I wish you luck. Let's create the 51st State of the Union, the state of Oceania. You are no white, you are no African, you are no English, you are no a color. You are a United States of America national. Defend your country. Defend it. And accept that you are wrong. Saludos.